Yes, everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Stephen Howson, and this is 5 things that we learned watching United somehow come away with a result at the Wanda last night. In at number 1 then, Rhythm is a Dancer, Anthony Elanga. Scored the equaliser and second goal in as many games. Love his attitude, love his temperament. He had urgency that just wasn't there at all from United in any part of the game. He ran in behind. He was energetic. He does what Anthony Elanga says on the tin, man. He definitely provided a spark, and I actually think that you can say Rangnick got his subs absolutely bang on. When you see him bringing on a 6 and 2 fullbacks, you're like, really? Are we doing this, Ralph? Is this how we're going to win the game? Oh, okay, fair enough. Because I thought he was so much better, and we'll talk about Tellers a little bit later on. But the subs were great, and Elanga, I think he might have benched Marcus Rashford now. Number 2, DM is needed right now, and we'll be talking about a DM a little bit later today. Matic came on and just was like, this is how you play as a 6. It's a glaring need. United can't control games. We can't protect the back 4. We're playing anyone that we can as a number 6. But just because you're playing in a defensive midfield position doesn't mean you are a number 6. You know, it's like sticking a fucking saddle on a duck and calling it a horse. Don't work like that, man. There's not enough physicality in there. There's not enough presence in there. There's not enough knowledge. There's not enough leadership in there. Pogba was poor. Kondogbia absolutely bullied him, and then the chat last night was all about everyone saying, should we sign Kondogbia now? And you're like, well, literally one of the reasons United overhauled their scouting system in the 80s when Sir Alex arrived was because United scouting was just about whoever played well against us. We've got to be better than that. They didn't even play Suarez, Griezmann, Koke, Lamar, Carrasco. For the most part, they really took it lightly against us, and they were so close to. They could have won that 3 or 4-1, and we wouldn't have had a fucking thing to say about it. We'd have been like, yeah. With 3, Maguire and Shaw strikes again. Some people understand how criticising a performance works. It's not even necessarily criticising a player; it's criticising a performance. And some people just have to paint a gender over everything because they lack the critical thinking to be able to decipher what else has gone on. Now, Maguire and Shaw, in my opinion, both at fault for the goal, as was Fred. Preventing the cross would have had a big help in that. It's been said too many times this season. Maguire seems to rattle Varane next to him, who looks way more assured when he plays alongside Lindelof, and I'm not sure the reason for that. I thought Varane was like a really confident kind of player, but alongside Maguire, he just seems to have the fundamentals missing. And for an £80 million defender, I kind of want the fundamentals. Maybe he's not got the complete high-end sort of domineering control, cool, calm, collect confidence and everything like that, but there isn't an ounce of leadership. The pair of them just look completely out of their fucking depth at the moment. Luke Shaw's positional play angers me, like literally makes me mad. I look at him and I'm just going, fucking distances are way off. Why is he jogging? Why is he always facing our fucking goal? So many things that are basics in defending. You don't get beat at the front post. You don't get a man running across you. You get shoulder to shoulder. You get an arm out and you block him. It's not a foul. It's called defending. It's called using your body. It's called getting across someone. It's called getting goal side of someone. You stay on your feet. You face the opposition. Wan-Bissaka, I'll forgive some things because he's a fairly new defender. Luke Shaw's been at United as a big money signing he's approaching testimonial time and still doesn't know how to block a fucking cross. Tellers comes on, does it immediately, and then attacks and goes and nearly creates something at the other end of the pitch. It's night and day, the difference. Everyone used to think I just hated him. I don't hate him. I don't hate anyone who plays for United, ever. They're living my dream. And I want them to do well because I enjoy watching United win. I'm not going to tell you it's fucking champagne when it's piss. And it's piss at the moment. And it's been piss for all bar 6 months of his Manchester United career. Maybe 9 months if you include the pre-leg break couple of months. It's absolutely not fucking good enough. And it's the fundamentals for me. The amount of times you see him jogging back into position, not acceptable. So many times we get attacked down our left-hand side. So many times. It's not like at some point someone's got to go, well, I wonder what the fucking correlation is here. It's them two. Number 4, absolutely toothless attack. Up until Jesse Lingard basically just passed it to Oblak at the end of the game, the only shot on target that we had was the goal. And how late did that come? 2 shots on target. And, the last one was like the last kick of the game. Essentially 1 shot on target. And we told you in the preview how bad Oblak was. You get some chances, you're going to score some goals. These lot give you a chance. They might have smashed us and dominated where the game took place. But they're still going to give you an opportunity to score goals because their goalkeeper's just not at the fucking races at the moment. Nothing went right for Marcus whatsoever. Sancho had a quiet game for the standard he's sort of set the last few weeks. Ronaldo offered nothing and got nothing. It was pedestrian from the forwards. It was pedestrian from our 2 creative outlets in midfield in Pogba and Bruno. It looked like United didn't have a clue how to break them down. Now, and I know Atletico are the gold standard when it comes to defensive unit play. I mean, literally got one of the books on it. It's one of my favourite fucking books. It's you emulate what Simeone does, you're going to be a fucking hard-to-beat team. That's what he brings to the table. He's known for it. But they'll give you a chance at the moment because Oblak's playing like turd. And we didn't take that opportunity. Hopefully we can put that right at Old Trafford. And physicality. Mentioned it in the preview. They look stronger, fitter, more aggressive, more up for it. The crowd seemed to bother us. We didn't come ready for the fight. We got punched in the mouth early and shit ourselves. I would expect 100% more from United in the second leg. And now maybe this is where one of those McTominay performances where he's just fucking running around booting people actually matters. It's not technical. I don't really know how anyone would recommend this in a tactics book. Yeah, sometimes when it's a bit rough, just get some fucking dickhead who's going to boot everyone. But sometimes that's kind of what you need. I thought the Leeds game, and I know Atletico are not Leeds by a lot, right? But I thought the Leeds game, with how on it the crowd was, how bad the pitch was, how aggressive the tackling was, and how intense their press is, was a good sparring session for this. You're never going to get to run it in the same circumstances with the Champions League music and all the rest of the things that come along with that. But do you know what I mean? You've had a good sparring session. We should have gone to Madrid feeling like, yeah, we've just fucking dicked Leeds on their home ground. In these kind of similar circumstances, this is a good spot for us to be, to head over to Madrid to try and put it right over here. And it looked like we'd never been in a fight in our lives. It looked like this was all new to us. We did it on Sunday. That's what was disappointing. The lack of physicality, the shell-shocking that we got from something that I expect this United team to be able to ride out. We got rattled. We've got to be better than that at Old Trafford. I think we beat Watford. I think we beat Spurs. Conte's just had his head fall to pieces. But you're probably going to get a bit of a fucking smacking around by City and Liverpool because both of those two look top at the minute. And then you're going to have to try and pick yourselves up. It's going to be a fucking mental, emotional roller coaster. March madness indeed. It's going to get fucking bumpy, so you better strap in. Anyway, make sure to subscribe. If you're in the Manchester area, I want you to get your arse to our game. 1 o'clock on Saturday at Flixon Stadium. It's a mile and a half or so from Old Trafford. You might be able to get to both games, depending on where you park. We're 1 o'clock kickoff. United's 3 o'clock kickoff. It's 1 o'clock kickoff. It's free entry. And as I said in the review last night, in case you didn't hear it, the first fucking 10 people that come to me and go, "Hey, I watched 5 things," or "I watched the review, give us a scarf, you dickhead," I'll give you a scarf. I'm going to take 10 scarves for the first 10 people that have seen these reviews and come and found me. before kickoff on Saturday. I'll give you a scarf. I'll bring them down to the game. I want as many people down as possible. The league is this tight. Have a look at this. It's first versus second. There's only 18 games to play. After this, there'll be 2. This is the 3rd one to go. It's going to the fucking wire. So the lads need your support. Get down there, make a fucking racket, make some noise, and then we'll watch United hopefully do the biz against Watford afterwards. Sound like a plan? I'll see you there.